The story you're about to hear is real. It's a story not of grand battles or heroic charges, but of quiet love sent across oceans, carried in trembling hands, read under distant stars. It's a story written not in history books, but in the hearts of a family waiting, hoping, and believing. Please sit with us now. Let the world fall away for a while. Some words are meant to be heard softly, carried by the wind, from one heart to another. Letter 1, David writing to his parents. Dear Mom and Dad, tonight the stars seem closer somehow, hanging like distant lanterns in the vast inky canvas above. Maybe it's just the unusually clear air out here, washed clean by the recent rains, or maybe it's because I'm thinking of home more than usual, a deep ache of longing that settles in my chest as the night deepens. It's strange. In a place filled with so much noise during the day, the constant clamor of drills, the rumble of vehicles, the shouted orders, it's the quiet moments that catch you off guard the most. Those still pockets of time when the silence amplifies the distance and the uncertainty. I miss the small things, the everyday rituals that once seemed so ordinary, but now shine in my memory with a poignant light. The smell of fresh bread cooling on the kitchen counter, that warm, yeasty aroma that always greeted me when I walked in the door after school. The way the porch swing creaked in that familiar, comforting rhythm when Dad leaned back after dinner, the newspaper rustling in his hands as he read the evening news, a picture of quiet contentment. Mom, your soft humming as you cleaned up in the kitchen, a gentle melody under your breath, always thinking no one could hear, but it filled the house with a sense of peace and order. Those tiny moments once taken for granted seem impossibly far away now, like fragments of a dream, but they're what keep me steady, a tether to the life I left behind. The days are long, stretching out under a relentless sun, each hour marked by the same routines, the same waiting. The mud clings to everything, a thick, persistent layer that coats our boots, our clothes, even our skin, a constant reminder of the harsh reality of this place. The air smells of gunpowder and smoke, a sharp, acrid scent that has become the unwelcome perfume of my days. And yet somehow, amidst it all, there's laughter too, unexpected bursts of levity that cut through the tension. We joke about anything and everything, silly things, absurd situations, because laughter, even forced, keeps us human, a fragile shield against the encroaching darkness. I carry the picture you sent me in the front pocket of my jacket, tucked close to my heart. It's worn and faded now, the edges softened by constant handling, the colors muted by time and the elements. But when I touch it, the smooth, familiar surface feels like a tangible piece of home, a reminder that I'm not just a soldier in a uniform, a nameless face in the crowd, but a son, a brother to Tommy, a boy who once ran barefoot across green fields, chasing fireflies on summer evenings. I'm not writing this because I'm afraid of what tomorrow might bring. There's a certain acceptance that settles in after a while, a quiet resignation to the unknown. I'm writing because I want you to know, even here in this alien landscape, even now under these unfamiliar stars, you're with me, in every breath I take, in every heartbeat that echoes in the silence of the night. If you could see the sky tonight, Mom and Dad, you'd understand why I believe I'll make it home. The stars are so bright, so numerous, a breathtaking tapestry woven across the darkness. It's too beautiful, too full of wonder, for goodbyes. All my love, David. Letter 2. Mom and Dad, writing back to David. Dear David, we got your letter yesterday. The thin blue envelope, a precious link across the miles. Your father read it out loud by the fire in the hearth, the flames casting dancing shadows on the walls, his voice strong and steady, even when his hands trembled slightly as he held the fragile paper. The porch swing still creaks its familiar tune in the evening breeze, a sound that always reminds us of you leaning back, lost in thought. The kitchen still smells of warm bread and cinnamon on baking days, a comforting aroma that fills the house and brings you vividly to mind. The old cat, Patches, still curls up on your bed in the afternoons, a furry sentinel waiting patiently, as if she instinctively knows you'll be back to ruffle her ears. Tommy fixed your bicycle last week, the old blue one you crashed into the oak tree by the creek. He spent hours in the garage, tinkering with the bent frame and the loose chain, and now it's as good as new. He still tells that story to anyone who'll listen, exaggerating the daring of your ill-fated ride, proud as ever to be your older brother, even if he sometimes pretends otherwise. We miss you terribly, David. We miss the sound of your laughter echoing off these old walls, the way you used to tease your mother, the stories you'd tell us about school and your friends. But we are proud, so deeply proud, of the man you've become, the courage and resilience you show in such difficult circumstances. Your mother still hums softly when she cooks, those familiar melodies a constant presence in the house. She says it's her way of sending you a song across the miles, a piece of home wrapped in a melody, a silent prayer carried on the air. We don't pray for medals or honors, son. We pray for mornings, for the simple gift of another day. We pray for you to wake up and see another sunrise paint the sky with color, for you to feel the warmth of the sun on your face. We pray for you to sit on this porch again, safe and sound, and tell us stories of the faraway lands and the strange, beautiful stars you've seen, stars we'll never see with our own eyes. Come home soon, son. This house feels empty without you, a piece of our hearts missing. We love you more than words could ever say, a love that stretches across continents and endures every passing day. Always, Mom and Dad. Letter 3. David's final letter. Dear Mom and Dad, by the time you read this letter, I'll likely be somewhere you can't quite reach beyond the horizon, in a place unseen. But please don't think of it as a final goodbye. Think of it as a pause, a temporary silence before we meet again in the sweet embrace of memory. Today, the orders came down, stark and unambiguous. We move out at first light, the trucks rumbling to life even now in the pre-dawn darkness. Everyone knows what it means, the air thick with unspoken understanding, a shared sense of finality that hangs heavy in the quiet moments between preparations. We don't say it out loud, the words caught in our throats, but we know the gravity of what lies ahead. I sat for a long time under the old oak tree near the ridge, the one with the gnarled branches that reached towards the sky like pleading arms. I watched the last rays of the setting sun stretch across the field, painting the landscape in hues of orange and gold, a breathtaking farewell to the day. It reminded me so much of home, of sitting on the porch with you, Dad, watching the sunset after a long day's work, of hearing Mom call us in for dinner, her voice carrying on the evening air a comforting summons. I'm not afraid, not in the way I thought I might be. There's a strange sense of peace that has settled over me. I have lived well in the short time I've been given. I have loved fiercely with all my heart, and I have been loved beyond measure by the two of you, the most wonderful parents a son could ask for. If the road ahead ends too soon, if my journey takes an unexpected turn, know that I walked it with open eyes, facing the unknown with a full heart. Know that you made my life beautiful, filled with warmth and laughter and unwavering support. With your endless patience, your silly jokes, your unshakable belief in me, even when I doubted myself. Don't cry for me, Mom and Dad. Please don't let sorrow cloud your days. Instead, smile when you remember me. Remember the good times, the silly moments, the joy we shared. Laugh at my bad jokes, the ones that always made you groan but secretly brought a smile to your faces. Bake bread on Sundays. Let the comforting aroma fill the house and leave the porch light on. Not an expectation of my return, but as a beacon of hope for all the dreams still waiting to come home, for the promise of new beginnings. I'll be there. In every sunrise you watch, paint the eastern sky with color, in every gentle breeze that brushes past your cheek, in every quiet moment of reflection when the world feels just a little too big to face alone. Feel me there, in the warmth of the sun, in the coolness of the rain, in the enduring love that binds us together. I love you. I always have, more than words can ever express. I always will. My love for you, an eternal flame that burns brightly, even in the darkest night. Your son, David. Thank you for listening to David's story, a story woven from simple words and profound love. If his words touched your heart, please take a moment to leave a comment below. Share your own memories of love and loss, or simply hold your loved ones a little closer tonight, cherishing the precious bonds that connect us. Subscribe to our channel for more stories that remind us, even in the darkest times, the enduring power of love remains a constant light. Until next time, stay safe, stay kind, and never forget that some goodbyes, though unspoken, are never truly said.